Howdy y'all, this is Michael with Mikey Does Outdoors, coming to you with the next video. This is a place. I stayed at a place called Salome in Arizona, and did that, and to go into the RV show in Quartzite, and I did that. I didn't stay too terribly long because I'm a lot of people there, and I'm not a big fan of big crowds of people, and so I didn't stay there too long. But I got a little bit of a slideshow about that, and then a few slides about some scenery right around Salome, and then I found a lake out in the middle of nowhere called Alamo Lake, and they have a state park there for an Arizona state park, and I thought I'd show you some slides of that, and I will tell you what you're seeing as we see the slides, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. So here we are at the RV show. It was fun to go see it. Like I said, the crowds, I'm not a big fan of crowds, and so I didn't stick around too long. That was one of the little teardrops. I used it for the slideshow. And you have a bunch of Model A's there, big, fancy, nice things. That was $340,000, And there's several, all price ranges, all sizes. I mean, and phenomenal inside. It's the room difference between mine and some of these is unbelievable. But you also have to pay for it because you have to drive those things through places, But you have a nice sized bedroom with a nice big bed. Mine's a queen size, but it's a short queen. Some of these have king size in them, and it has a restroom back there, with a vanity and a shower, and you have all this place for hanging up wardrobe and stuff. You built-in televisions, and there's a look from the bedroom back through there. It's lots of space. Lots and lots of space. Would be a nice thing. And then they have some fifth wheels there. I can't read the price here. It probably was in the $50,000 range. But this one has several slides, and it really helps it feel so roomy in those things. And nice sized bed, and places by the bed. I think they probably have space there for a washer and dryer. They have a nice size shower and restroom. The only drawback you'll see in a second here was it could be that space right there. It's pretty narrow in there, but it's a nice porcelain foot flush. Then I went to the vendor's tent, and then on the way in they have a barbecue. But you can see this, there are people and vendors for miles and miles. Well, not miles, but it seems like it forever. And they will have just about anything you might need for your RV. And they'll be glad to sell it to you. One thing I saw was this really neat. This was a brand new 2020 F350 trimmer, the new trimmer package out, and it was neat. It would be fun to have one of those. It would pull my little trailer like nobody's business, but that's a lot of money, and that's just not into something I can do at the moment. But that would be fun. It'd be an awful big truck, bigger than my trailer probably. But it did not have. It was an XLT package. It did not have the puck system, but it did have the bed liner. There's a rear seat's nice and big, roomy. There's a front seat, big and roomy. Like I said, this is XLT. It had cloth seats, but see, I prefer cloth over leather. I like it. I don't want a sunroof. Yeah, the F350, really nice truck. Really, really nice. Then we go back to the teardrops, like it was in the title slide there. But this one wasn't unlocked, but we'll see another one here in a few minutes. It was, and this one was pretty much just somewhat like the red one there, and it was unlocked, and so we got to see it. So I got a few pictures, and this one, that's also your dinette set, and then at nighttime you'd float it down into your bed. So it's a good bit smaller than mine, not as much room. I kind of prefer mine, I think. And so then they have this vintage looking. These are neat. These are really neat, and this one probably has a little more room in it than mine does, because it's probably a full 8 foot wide. But you got a queen size bed up front, up there, down, and right there. Nice booth dinette. Now the bathroom might be a little cramped, but they have a shower and a vanity, as well as a toilet, and so. And this is really cool. They have several of these kind of off-road inspired small little campers. if you're gonna go in the backwoods and stuff, and you don't need a whole lot of room, or you like to be outside doing your cooking and stuff, this stuff would be phenomenal. And it's fun. It's fun out cooking outside with your friends and doing your breakfast and all that stuff out there. They have had a little refrigerator built into it, and really neat looking little thing. And then we go to some scenery around Salome, and this is a cactus. I think it's neat. This is the swirl cactus. These guys, there's no two of them alike, and a lot of them in places only have 3 or 4, and then I found several that had multiple appendages, and so it's kind of fun to see them. The scenery around Salome was pretty neat. I mean, flat, lots of cacti, and I just am fascinated with it. But one thing I've noticed around where I've been in Arizona, you can always look in some certain directions, and you can find mountains. They might not be great, big, huge, Colorado mountains, but they're mountains, and it's pretty neat. I think I love the scenery. I love seeing different places. This is a little road that came in from I-10 on. The speed limit for a while was 50, and then it changed to 45 because there's open range. They have cattle and stuff that can be out there. See, look at that sorrel. That thing has got all kinds of appendages. Phenomenal little thing. And then we make it to Alamo Lake State Park. This is the literal middle of nowhere, but if you want to relax and take it easy, and I didn't get any photos because of the camping area, but they have RV hookups with just water and electric, and they have a dump station there handy if you need it, and so you could get there and have a pretty good, quiet, peaceful place there, just a nice place. All kinds of scenery. You can do some fishing, some boating, some just relaxing. And in the wintertime, it gets a little cold at night, but during the daytime, it is nice out there. Let me tell you, you can't hardly beat it. That's for sure. They have a boat dock, small one. It's not meant to be a big, spacious thing, and some cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It was a good place to stay. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing all the scenery and stuff. It's fun for me to go and see this stuff, the scenery around. Yes, at first Salome felt like the literal middle of nowhere, which it kind of was. I didn't have a lot of internet access or anything like that, but I did have access to go in to see Quartzite, and then I went and saw Alamo Lake, and that is the literal middle of nowhere. But if you like peace and quiet, that's the place for you. If you don't, if you like the hustle and bustle, then you don't want to go there. But it'll be a good place for somebody just looking for away from everything and some peace and quiet. Well, there you go. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll try to make it easy by putting a button up here, and that makes it easy for you to go and subscribe. I really could use some support like that. If you would, please go ahead and subscribe. Thank you.